All right. All right, let's get this started. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Awesome UAVs, and today we are going to talk about TFRs. I do apologize. I was gone for a little while because I was actually sick, and my kid got sick, and I wasn't able to record videos. So either way, I'm back, and let's go ahead and get started with today's subject. So one thing that comes up in the drone/aviation community is, where can I actually fly, or what will happen if I fly somewhere that I'm not supposed to? Now, this goes into TFRs. Now, what TFRs are, what a TFR is it's a temporary flight restriction that's usually issued by the FAA. And generally, they revolve around like presidential movements. So whenever, Air Force One is flying somewhere in the US, the FAA will block off a certain area of airspace that no plane, no aircraft, or anything like that can enter. And if you enter into that, you can get into a lot of trouble. Some TFRs can be as short as a couple of miles, and some TFRs can extend as far as 30 miles. One example of a TFR that we had recently was back during the Super Bowl, and I believe that was in Minnesota. And what the TFR did say is that the airspace within the Super Bowl, like a 30-mile radius, was absolutely off limits, meaning you couldn't fly a plane through there, you couldn't fly a drone, a helicopter, blah, 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 nothing. It was completely canvassed off. Like, you couldn't have anything up there. The only thing that you could have was stuff that was, I believe, maybe like the Goodyear blimp or whatever that was approved to be in that area, but absolutely could not do it. TFRs are very, very serious. There are very, 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 very bad legal ramifications if you get caught flying in an area that has a TFR on it. Let's go ahead and look that up real quick. I'm gonna link this in the description section so you guys can follow up on this too. It says here, depending on the type of TFR, you can get punished in 3 different ways for a TFR violation. Number 1, you can be criminally punished up to a maximum of 1 year in federal prison and a $100,000 fine. Number 2, you can have your pilot license suspended or revoked. Or number 3, receive a civil penalty by itself or on top of the $100,000 fine. Sometimes you can get charged with multiple violations for one flight. Likewise, the remote pilot of a drone would be required by Part 107.49 to be familiar with the airspace prior to flight. So basically what that says is, if you're caught flying in this area and they catch you, they can hit you with multiple violations, because in the actual Part 107 guidelines, there are different things you can and cannot do. And for each thing that you're doing that's illegal, that's a charge that they can bring up against you. So basically, if there's a TFR in the area, just don't fly. You could get caught for any reason. Now, this is a little bit of a gray area if you're a hobbyist, because most hobbyists don't know this, but at the same time, that's why I'm making this channel. That way people can know more about drones and fly legally and stuff like that. But yeah, you want to make sure you know the law and that you follow the law, because you don't want to get in trouble. Obviously, if you're flying commercially, they're going to come down on you really, really hard. They really don't like when people violate airspace restrictions, especially like a TFR. Usually with if you violate, let's say, an airspace for an airport, that's pretty serious. You can get your license revoked. TFR, you can get into some real serious trouble, because that is absolute no-no space. Flying over TFR airspace is kind of like flying around a military base. You just don't do it. It doesn't make sense. But generally, if you're going to fly your drone and you want to know if there's a TFR in effect, you can also go onto the FAA's website. You can do a Google search. There are plenty of different things you can do to find out what you need to know to make sure that you're flying safely. And overall, that's pretty much it. It's a really short video, just letting you know what a TFR is, aka temporary flight restriction, and hopefully you do not violate this airspace and you fly safe just like everybody should and make it good for everybody else. If you guys want to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button. Feel free to leave a like if you like the video, and feel free to leave a dislike if you dislike the video, but just let me know down in the comments what I could do a little bit better. Either way, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. I am on the wrong webpage. Why am I here? Nope. Okay, definitely need to put in more references in the video. Yeah, and I still have the iPhone 10 even though I said I wasn't gonna buy it, but reasons.